What a drop dead gorgeous day. Spring is almost here. Hey guys, Steve from Scooter King, and we are taking advantage of this drop dead beautiful day. First day we've had in a long winter. And I mean, it's still, you know, a little bit chilly here and there. We got some cloud cover and stuff, but it is way beautiful. Perfect day to be out on a scooter. Try to get out and get some of those first springtime rides. Just a beautiful day to do it, man. Especially after being cooped up indoors all winter. And up here in the Northwest, man, it gets really chilly. We've had a bunch of snow and stuff. So this has really been the first time that it's really been nice enough just to get out and enjoy the ride. So definitely time to get some sunshine and get on it, man. Perfect day for this. Well, last week it was snowing. In fact, we still had snow on the ground, and today it's just a drop dead gorgeous day. And it just amazes me living in this town, how fast this town wakes up. I mean, really, from just, you know, being cooped up indoors all season, finally got the river here thawed, all the ice is gone, and we just got this drop dead gorgeous day today. Summertime right around the corner. Ah, man, you gotta love this day. So freaking beautiful. What I absolutely love about the RS5 Max is just the fact that you can kind of go anywhere. It's just so robust. Perfect day for getting out, man. Perfect day. Normally, it's so cold, you know, this time of year, I'd be on the road just trying to bonsai at home, but God, it's just so beautiful today. It's like you really want to just take your time. I'd be normally doing 45, 50 just to get home. It's like the sun is out, man. It's almost 70 degrees. Way too nice. Too nice for rushing home. Might have to take the long way home. Let's see. Might have to adjust my brakes here too. This thing is just so smooth. Days like today, it really pays off having something just really beautiful that you can putt around on especially on a gorgeous day like today. Just so nice. This is really the first time I've had to get outside, really, since last fall. So I still got a little bit of springtime maintenance to do. Got to adjust my brakes and stuff, but it was just too nice a day and I didn't want to get bogged down doing that. I knew they were already in pretty good shape, so I didn't mind. But just too nice to be cooped up indoors. Too pretty a day. I can't believe how fast this town wakes up, man. It's crazy. Like I said, it was just like snowing here last week. Everybody's outside this week. Crazy. I mean, it's not really even all that warm, but it's warm enough to be outside in a t-shirt, and it's like, that's pretty sweet. Especially now that the river has thawed. God, it's just happened so fast. I mean, literally, we still had ice on the river a week and a half ago in spots, and now, nothing. Now it's just beautiful. And got some guys out there surfing in wetsuits. Gotta be freezing. It's a little chilly for that probably still. But we'll go up and check it out and see if anybody's in the river. Well, we got a few people down there. Pretty chilly though. The water is still like right around 48 degrees. It's one of the prettiest, and you can see down there, it just goes right by the river. But it's just such a cool trail. One of my favorites. Perfect day for it too. Still a little cool, but just an awesome ride. And I've done a whole video on brake adjustment and brake bleeding, so if you're looking for that, go back to the channel directory page, and I'll leave that in the links below. But the last video that we did actually was the end of the riding season. It was a wintertime maintenance video. So really haven't had much chance to, you know, to get out and do anything since. So this is really a nice kind of, thanks, I appreciate it. This is a nice chance just to get out and, you know, see what your ride feels like, check your suspension, all that stuff. Just make sure everything is where you left it. One cool thing about doing year-end maintenance like we did at the end of the season when we did wintertime maintenance is that, you know, you cover most of the categories. So by the time you get back on it this time of year, everything is pretty close to where you left it, you know? For the most part, everything is really right there. See if these guys let us go. Nice, that was cool. That's kind of why I don't always take the road up here, but here it is. This is really technically the start of Haul Road Trail. And I just love this thing, man. It goes all the way up. You can take it all the way to the ranger station. Actually, you can take it all the way up to a place called Benham Falls. And it's just, it makes for just an awesome ride. Especially on a day like today. First time you really get out, you're really just out enjoying just this killer break in the weather, man. No snow on the ground. I was up here on my mountain bike about a month ago, and we still had a ton of snow right on this trail right here. There was a bunch of trails still on the, you know, the pavement, and so there was a lot. It was pretty shocking, really. I always try to pass these guys, you know, relatively slow, just so if they're cyclists and stuff, we don't freak out. But it really is, I mean, it's so tempting to be out here and just cut it loose. It's such a cool kind of trail. And some people have pets and stuff out here, so you have to kind of be careful. Once you get up out of the residential district, then it's wide open. And you know, you can cut loose, but still have to be kind of cool when you're going through the neighborhood. That's such a great little trail just to come cutting through here. Great place to check out new tires too, like just to come and see like how they feel. And when I first put these on, these are the ULIP dual tread tires, and I just love these. I know you guys for the channel, I know you've heard me talk about them all the time. And I don't get paid or anything by them. I just really, really love them because they're killer tires. You probably heard other channels talk about them as well, but these are the ULIP dual tread. And what that means is that on the top of the treads, they're actually, yeah, I need to adjust my brakes a little bit. On the top of the tread, they're actually like a road tread. So it's almost a slick on the top. And then on the sides, they actually have more of an off-road tread. So you actually can kind of go back and forth between just crazy, diverse terrain and stuff and not have to worry about it. It's not like you're on slicks, you know, and suddenly you go off-road and you're all over the place on your ass. These are like the ultimate in that regard. You can literally just go anywhere. But when you're out on an open road like this, it's really, really smooth. It's just such a smooth and even ride. Even when you get up to speed, like we'll cork it up here a little bit. And it's just so smooth. And in a way, I mean, what's weird about it, much like a road, you know, slick, like a PMT or something, it's such a smooth ride that it's kind of hard to keep track of your speed. Like, you end up going much faster than you think you are because it feels so smooth, especially after your suspension breaks in a little bit. And that's probably going to be the next video that I do on here, is probably a suspension swap out. And probably not for the back. The back is actually really nice, but it'll probably be the front. And I'll probably put, you know, KRK or something on here, you know, an adjustable shock, something that has a little bit of adjustability to it, mostly just to take like the immediate kind of bumps, and that mostly comes from the front. The rear one, not so much, just because the bulk of all your weight is on the rear, you know. So it's really the front shock that kind of takes the brunt of it. And so if you have a little bit softer shock in the front that still, you know, has some damping control, it can really help smooth out and just even out the ride. I mean, it really does make a big difference. So that's probably the next video I'm going to do, so stay tuned for that. We'll go through the entire process of pulling the shock apart and taking it off the RS models. All of them are the same. So RS5, RS5 Pro, and RS5 Max are all the same. So the procedure will be the same for each one. And we'll pull it off, and then we'll put a little bit better quality shock on there with some damping control, and we'll see what a difference that really makes, just in terms of, you know, overall ride. You know, when you're going flat out, the shocks actually do remarkably well, but it's really slower speeds like this, where you're just kind of putting along, where you really notice that. That's maybe the time you notice it the most, because you're going on different kinds of terrains and stuff, and so you can really feel that quite a bit. But I mean, once you get out here, man, you have the road to yourself. Woo-hoo! God, I love these tires, man. Love these tires. Woo-hoo! I don't want to hit one of these guys on an electric bike going 50. That is one thing I do love about the Max, though. Man, that bigger battery just makes all the difference in the world. Not just in top speed, but also in range and the ability to really go, you know, wherever you want to go and not have to worry about that, not have to constantly have battery anxiety, range anxiety. I've already been into town, and then this is actually quite a ways from my house. You know, I'm probably a good 25 miles now, and I'm already, you know, I've still got a little over half a battery. So this is really where it makes a difference, and having that bigger battery just, it's just so much better. It's for range, overall performance, overall speed. Everybody's got the same idea today. Like I said, it's still a little bit cool, but it's absolutely enough to be out on a ride. And again, this whole road trail, man, one of my favorite trails up here in the Northwest. It's really just pretty much made for scooters. I think we'll probably stop at the ranger station at the top. Beautiful day though. Finally getting green. I love just cutting back and forth on this. Especially, you know, this trail's always been pretty well kept. In the fall, it's pretty rough because there's a lot of pine needles and stuff. You got to be careful. I mean, the pine needles is just like going, it's really just like riding on ice, because this thing will come right up from underneath you. And that's really where the dual tread tires help. They really do a great job of kind of mitigating that. But it makes for an awesome ride. Smooth and silent. Just like flying. Just like flying. So this was just a quick video to get out, try to enjoy this sort of last minute beautiful day. Perfect opportunity to kind of make some springtime checks. Make sure your ride is basically where you left it when you put your scooter up for the winter. And get out and go through everything. Check it out, but mostly get on and ride. Rip it up, have a great time. Enjoy it while you can. Especially on a day like today. So beautiful. Just perfect. Anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Always love the company. If you guys like the video, give it a thumbs up and hit the notification bells. Yeah, still closed up for the season. I don't even think the water fountains are working yet. Not yet.